lässt mich unseren Schwur unwiderruflich besiegeln. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Doch das wird nicht sein. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Du wirst es ändern wollen. Doch das wird nicht sein. Mannigfaltige Formen von der Lösung auf dich warten. Das macht es mühsam. Für dich und für mich. Doch der Weg, den wir eingeschlagen haben, duldet keine Abweichung von den Regeln. Denn darin liegt die wahre Natur deiner neuen Freiheit. Ein immerwährendes Bekenntnis zu der Beschränktheit deines eigenen.
Hello and welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another Lethal's Vapor Lounge Live, or the Vapor Lounge Live. Supposed to have our co-host, Mr. Frank Wolf, with us. Sadly, he's amongst the missing. I don't know where he is.
He's on the missing list, man.
Sent him a message. He never got back to me. If he comes in, we'll make a spot for him. But for now, it's just the two of us. As you guys can tell, we've got a very special guest, Mr. Bobo, VapePunx. How you doing, brother?
How are we all doing? Not too bad, man. Not too bad at all. Chilling.
Awesome.
It's quite late. Past my bedtime now, but I'm making a special effort for you, lad.
I appreciate that, brother. I do. So, yeah, we always start the show going over what we're vaping on. So why don't you show your buffet tonight?
I've only got two little bits in tonight. I've got the Coil Art Mage, the Dual 21700, absolute beast, all-day mod at the moment, and my ever-favourite tank, the Kylan 2. I can't put it down. It's absolutely fantastic. And inside this, I have got Prohibition Salted Caramel. It's quite custardy, but without it actually being a custard, if that makes any sense. And I've also got me Aspire Moolish with a little bit of 12 milligram raspberry. Nice and simple. That's all I'm on. What are you on?
Oh, geez, I feel like I'm overcompensating now. We've got a variety of things here. We've got the Dreamer going with the
Nice.
Ardent RDA on top of that. In that, I'm actually running some... Where is it? I think it's this one. We got some Jam Monster Blackberry.
Oh, I love that stuff.
I do too, man. I do. We've also got the Lustro with the Warrior on top. In that, I'm running some Sad Boy Custard Cookie. Love custards, man. I do. I love custards. We've also got, it's Warlock Hammer Wednesday. So Warlock Mod Wednesday. We've got the Warlock's Hammer with the Reverie RDA on it today, with my wonderful Vape Stew sticker on the side of it.
Nice.
And in that, we're running some berry butter cake. And last, we've got the Unicorn Mods Vert mod with the Odium RDA. And in that, I actually have some strawberry jam cookie from Sad Boy.
Nice.
And on top of that, guys, we've got, of course, the Follows Me Everywhere. We've got the Drag Nano Pod kit going as well.
Everyone needs a little bit of mouth-to-lung love every now and then, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump into chat and give some shout-outs here to the people watching. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Erwin Kopecki, what's going on? Rachel, Unformed Ruby, Hephaestus, Big Red's Vapor Channel, 808 Kevin K, The Vapory, hey.
Hey.
James Rivera, Ricky Mahoney. We've got Sean H, Jenny Sin Designs, hey, two of my faves, she says. Oh,
Yes.
Sean H, what's going on, my dude?
All right, brother.
Big love to everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is going to be a good show, I think. I really do.
Yeah, it always is, man. We always have a good little gab.
For sure. We've been on Mark's show a couple of times now. We've talked outside of that and shared interests, and it's really a good time.
Yeah.
So let's see. I've got a structure to this one, so I'm going to have to refer to my notebook over here. So what's been up in the week of Bobo?
Not an awful lot, to be honest, just the usual. I work every fucking day. Well, most days. I only work 3 days in the shop, but then outside of that, it's just work in the house as well. If none of you know, by the way, a lot of you don't know who's in chat, I own a vape shop. So that takes up a hell of a lot of time. But today it's not been too much going on. I've been with the kids most of the day. I had a bit of a sleep in, which was nice. Never set me alarm last night. Woke up at 12 o'clock this afternoon with a net ringing me. It's like, fuck. Slept in a little bit. So today's been a bit of a chilled out day, which is always good to have a chilled out day, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We all need one. The stresses and pressures of life sometimes wear down on us too much. We just need to take a break. Me, this week, what's happened? I don't know. We had Thanksgiving last weekend. That was about it. Nothing really spectacular has happened. I lied. We did have a snowstorm start Sunday evening and lasted until yesterday afternoon. We got a good 8 inches of snow down on the ground. I've been busy, doing a lot of plowing and shoveling and doing a lot of snow work. So that was a thing. Other than that, just the live streams, and that's been about it for me. So we're going to jump into you, Mr. Bobo VapePunx. Why don't you go ahead and give us a little bit of a history on you and where you really started vaping and what led you up to where you are now?
Okay. So I started vaping for the first time, must have been about 5 years ago. My mum got me on it. My mum was like, listen, I think she still had the Ego, and she got me an Ego with a little C4 clear Mazda. Give it a go. Didn't take to it at all at first. I still kept on getting them, still always had it on me. But I'd have a go with that, and then I'd have a ciggy, a rollie. After that, that was the case for about 2 years, a year and a half, until one day it just clicked. I was like, I had a ciggy, that's not for me. At that point, I was a postman. I worked in the post office, done that for 5 years. Absolutely sick of my job. I hated it. Went in to buy some liquids and a coil from my local vape shop. I had a moan to the guy behind the counter. And I was like, you seem to like your job. He was like, yeah, it's sound. So I was like, have you got any jobs going? He's like, well, yeah, actually. Then 2 weeks later, I'd handed him my notice at the Royal Mail. And I was like, shit, I work in a vape shop now.
Nice.
So after I was only in there for a couple of months, in that couple of months I got made like a manager of the shop. Didn't get on with my boss at all. He was a bit of a bellend, to be honest with you. But me and my girlfriend and we were looking to go into business. We were looking to open a bar, like a live music venue in Liverpool, in the city. But like price and all that through, it was looking to cost us far too much money, especially for a first start-up business.
Right.
So I went, hang on a minute, I've got a decent bit of experience working in a vape shop. I'm actually quite good at it, to be honest. So I was like, how about we do this as well? It's going to cost us maybe half the amount of money to start up, which is a lot more easily accessible in terms of a startup loan. So I opened the vape shop, started reviewing not too long before that, and then one thing led to another, and now I'm here.
Now you're here.
Shop's been open a year and a half, and we're doing pretty well, man. So if any of you's in chat, apart from Jenny and Annette, if you're in Liverpool, come and see us, man. But I doubt there's going to be too many people from Liverpool in the chat.
Oh my goodness. Yes, hello Annette. How are you?
Hey,
She's
baby.
in chat. Lethal, you gotta get you a Notion MTL. I love my baby mech mod. The Berserker Mini MTL version 1.5 is a decent RTA to go on it. Let me know if you do. Money is a thing, bro. Money is tight. Especially right now where it's coming up on Christmas. You know,
fuck, man, yeah.
You know, I got a 13-year-old daughter now, so it's yeesh. Yeesh. Yeah. Money is super tight. But all right. So what? You own a vape shop. You do YouTube videos. What else do you do?
At the moment, at this point in my life, not really an awful lot. We're owning the business and owning the YouTube. Like as I was saying to you before we came on, like the YouTube, I see YouTube as an extension of my job.
Okay.
So I don't really have an awful lot going on apart from family and work on YouTube.
Right.
But before vaping, I was well into my music, as me and you have discussed in the past. I've been a promoter for years. I've put gigs on for years. I helped run a festival in Liverpool called Dead Good Gathering. And I run an open mic night, which I still do, actually. And I play in bands, but I haven't done much of that for the last year and a half since I've owned the business, because time is short, man.
1 second. Jenny sends, go ahead and post it again. You are more than welcome on my team of spanners. But absolutely. So now, in regards to your shop, you just released a line of juice, correct?
I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, the juice, it's been out for a couple of months now, maybe 5, possibly 6 months. I'm not too sure. I don't actually have any with me. It's all in the shop. Like, I vape so much of it that I struggle to vape it at the moment. I'm taking a little break. Because before it was released, it was the whole 6 months before I'm testing it, and like there was a lot of good ones. So I was like, instead of just having a little drip, seeing how it was like, oh, this is nice. 40 ml later, shit, I need to make some more up. But yeah, we've got a range of juice. It's called VapePunx. We've got 6 fruity flavors out. We've got bubble melon, which is a watermelon bubble gum. We've got pango, which is pineapple, mango. It's got a little bit of lime in there and a little bit of coolada. It's pretty fucking nice. Got trapple, which is a triple apple flavour. We've got waterberry, which is a strawberry watermelon. What else have I got? I've got pearberry, which is like a Vimto, but it's not like blackcurrant and grape heavy. It's pear predominantly. It's like the same flavours that are in the Vimto, but not in the order that they come in, if that makes sense.
Okay, yep.
And then we've got the last one, which is lime fruit, which is a lemon, lime, and grapefruit, and it's fantastic.
Ooh.
But I would say that, do you know what I mean? Of course, I'll say that, but it is.
Thank you, Jenny. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jeff Esposito, yo, what's going on, man? So that's awesome. I got to try some of your juice. I just, where can people go to get it? I think that's the
That-
link.
Yeah, that link that Jenny's just put in. Jenny's done all the artwork for the liquids as well. She's a really talented artist, absolutely fantastic. And been mates for Jenny, how long have we been mates for? It must be 10 years now, coming up to it anyway, if not quite.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. We knew each other before vaping, like.
Yeah. Do you know if do you guys ship to the US?
At the moment, no, not via the website. But for yourself, if you wanted to review some juices, get in touch and we'll sort it out for you. And we should be shipping to the US soon. Just need to figure out the logistics and anything other that we might need to do for it.
Right.
I'm sure it's not just a case of throwing it in the post. I'm sure we're crossing into a different continent.
Absolutely.
I think there's something more that might need even doing. But as soon as it's up there, it'll be announced on the website and stuff like that.
Right.
But at the moment, it's UK, possibly Europe.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I hope that there aren't too many hoops to jump through to get you guys to be able to ship to the US. I hope not.
No, hopefully not. Like, we'll just set you up as distributor for us, man.
Fuck, I'll promote it. Oh, I'll promote the hell out of it. Oh man. So you already went over how you started vaping, and yeah, that's about it. That's all the questions I really had. That's about all the questions I really had. And we're only 16 minutes in. Holy cow.
Nice. Nice.
So music. Obviously the name of your shop is VapePunx, right? That's the name?
No, the shop's called The Vapory.
The Vapory, that's
which
right.
you can name on YouTube. Yeah,
That's
man.
right.
And then the e-liquid's called VapePunx.
So VapePunx, it's in the name. I'm assuming, you and I have talked already before. Obviously, I already know this. There's a connection there, right?
Yeah, there's a massive connection. Like me and Annette, we come from the punk background, that's the one. Like both being massively involved at like the DIY punk and DIY hardcore scenes in England for forever, pretty much like. But yeah, so it made sense. Like the two massive parts of our lives, vape and punk.
Yeah.
Like as we were talking about in Mark's show the other day, it's Bowisms. They're just thrown together and they work somehow.
Oh yeah. Did he really?
Yeah, man.
You did. Did you? Come here, you. Oh, come here, baby.
Oh, I've just seen that thing, yeah. Oh.
My babies.
Wow, he's a big boy.
No, he's not. I'll get the other one, though. There you go, buddy. That's Booker. Get in there. Yes, you. Come here. Come here, fat. Ugh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my boy Hex. Come on. Hey, he just wants to burrow.
In the armpit.
Yep. He just wants to sit just like that. Yes. Come on. Yeah, you went up. All right, there you go. Yep, we've been actually keeping rats for, at least 10 years. At the very least. Yeah, we kept them as pets to start. Then my wife is a collector of animals, I like to call her.
Right.
She does rescue things where she'll rescue, if somebody having an emergency, they have to get rid of their animal for whatever reason immediately.
Right.
She'll go help them out and we'll find a spot to put them here. And she did that with a couple of snakes, and so we ended up breeding mice and rats for feeders. She ended up with like a 6-foot ball python.
Nice.
So we had to feed pretty regularly. But yeah, after that, like, we got rid of the snakes, and it's just been chilled out. We've had our connections with some of them, and you know how it is. As a rat dad, you know what it is. they all have their own personalities and.
Too right. I'm just trying to find a picture of my two on Facebook. And I'm gonna send it over to you.
Sure.
I had two little boys, Robert and Stannis. They weren't even boys, they were girls, but we thought they were boys for ages. When we first got them, we didn't really know an awful lot about rats, and we got them from a shop, which I probably wouldn't do again. I'd definitely go into rescue if you're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Wait there, let me find this pictures. Save pictures, is it there? Yeah, I've got a new computer and I don't know how it works properly yet.
Apparently I've got the good spot.
Nice. But yeah, they were two little girls, because they were both tiny, and they both died not too long after each other. We must have had them for 2.5, nearly 3 years. They were quite old. Robbie died first. He had like a tumour on his brain.
Yep.
Which is quite common, but like his face was all bulging out and stuff like that. We had to get him put down in the end.
My favorite boy had the same thing. My favorite boy ever. Yeah, his name was Xerxes, and he had the same thing, the tumor on the side of his face that went into his... Yeah. It was just, it's a horrible thing to see, but, you know, what can we really do about that?
Yeah. And then Stannis, he lived for like another 2, maybe 3 months, because she was quite old. I can still call him he. And because they were boys until the last like 3 months of their life, do you know what I mean? So it's like quite hard to reassess that.
But put him back before you.
She was, but she was dead depressed, and she ended up having a heart attack, like in my hands, and she just dropped dead, and it was fucking heartbreaking, man. It was right before I had to go to work as well. I had going into work.
Oh man, it's always sad seeing them pass.
Too right.
It really is. Oh, but you know, you can't beat the relationship between you and your connection rat.
No, not at all.
But so yeah, music. You put on numerous shows. You've seen countless concerts. Who would you say would be your favorite punk band?
Favorite punk band? So there's a band that I class as my favourite band altogether, and that's like without any hesitation. It's a band called Jay of the Cat. They're from your neck of the woods, actually. They're from Boston.
Oh, are they?
They live in Amsterdam now. They've lived in Amsterdam for a couple of years. I first found that they're technically punk. They fall under that, but it's not like your traditional punk sound, which punk in itself isn't that at all. Punk's a mentality, as I'm sure you know, like. But they're just a perfect blend of like punk, rock and roll, loads of hip hop thrown in there, loads of blues, loads of reggae, and they're just fucking awesome, man.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like I found them originally through a punk festival in England called Rebellion, which is in a town called Blackpool, not too far from where we are. I walked in there by accident looking for a different band. They were playing a song called El Camino, and I was like, shit. Yeah, these are good. And I stayed there for like the whole hour and a half of the set and completely missed the band I was going to see in the first place.
Oh.
Now I've seen them a good couple of times now. I'm like a good couple of times.
That's awesome. It's man, I'm very eclectic in my music styles, and so I listen to a bit of everything. My main genre that I my go-to is metal. And just the heavier the better, pretty much for me. Lamb of God, one of my favorites. Every time they come to Mass, I'm at every show. I have to be. That's my favorite band. But there's so many good bands out there. It's hard to actually just like pinpoint one and be like, yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah,
like with Jaya, for me, like. It's because the sound of them is so different every album. You can still tell it's them. Do you know what I mean? It's not drastically, but like the sound grows with them. And now that they live in Amsterdam, like, you can tell that they live in Amsterdam, do you know what I mean? The music's just so chilled, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But apart from them, it changes all the time. Like, they're a regular staple, do you know what I mean? But like, apart from that, it depends what mood I'm in on that day, what my favourite band is.
Yeah. Actually, Annette, that's funny you say that. We were actually talking about that the last time we had spoken, about when you took your 12-year-old daughter to see Lamb of God and Slayer.
Yeah, man. That was fucking awesome.
That's awesome. It's so funny because that was last year, right? That you went?
Yeah, it was December, rough, about a year ago, I think it was.
Yeah.
In Ethel, no.
Yeah, that's the same year.
Same tour, man. It was the Slayer farewell tour.
That's it! The last international tour. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes, that was the same tour that we went and saw with my 12-year-old. That's
fucking
insane.
Awesome,
yep. Because it was in August. It was like...
Yeah, that was, I think, September, maybe. I'm not... No,
and that says November.
November. Don't ask me, man. I don't have a fucking clue.
Hey, you know what? When in doubt, listen to the wife. That's the safest route. It really is. Oh, man. Yeah, we have a lot in common. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy because I just learned your first name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to repeat it. Although I'm
all good, man.
I'm sure people could guess by now with, anyways. Yes, we share the same name. Only mine's spelt differently.
Yeah, yours is. I'm a Christopher. Is yours Christopher?
Mine's Christopher too, but
fair one.
I spell mine with a K-R-I-S.
Right. I'm C-H-R-I-S.
Yep.
Well, when my mum shouted me, and that's about it.
Oh,
that's about it.
Hashtag name
We've
twinsies.
even got the same haircut, man. We've even got the same haircut.
I know. Oh my goodness. I've got you got a Blue Guardian mic. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. It's crazy. It's like you're my across the pond doppelganger.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So what do you do for fun when you're I know you don't have a lot of time, but when you're with the family, what do you guys like to do for fun?
Loads of things. We go to the cinema when we can, go and see as many films as we can with the kids. But it's hard for our kids because they're so, as all kids are, but they're so completely different, in terms of what they like and that. So doing things together as a family is a bit of a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
Because Katie's now a teenager, pretty much in high school, and she doesn't really want to be seen with us unless we're going to a gig or something.
I know how that is.
So we try and do things with them as much as we can together, but we also do things separate with them. We've taken Katie to see a good couple of gigs. We took her to see what band did we take her to see? Hatebreed. We took her to see Hatebreed a couple of months ago, which was fucking cool as well. And then we take Dexter to the pictures a lot. He's well into his Marvel. He's well into his Star Wars and stuff like that.
Oh, very nice.
But then if we try and do something in the city with them, after 20 minutes, and that's just said, imagine taking Dexter to a Slayer show.
Hatebreed.
Hatebreed, that's the one.
Absolutely. Jamie Jasta is the man.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome, man. But yeah, trying to do things together, after 10 minutes of them being out, they just want to kill each other because they want to do two completely different things.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you've got a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old.
See, I've got 2 kids, but I'm not lucky because I'd love for my son to be living with me. He doesn't live with me, so we've only got our daughter here. I still see my son, and we go out and we do things, but sometimes we'll go out as a family and do things. But he doesn't live here, so it's not all the time. Is it very different? And he's very easygoing, anyways. He's very acceptant of whatever we want to do. He doesn't really care as long as we're doing something together.
Yeah, that's cool. How old is he? How older is he?
He is 17.
17.
Yep. Yeah, I'm 38. I had him when I was 21, 2021.
Nice one.
Yeah, I was young and dumb.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't regret it. I don't regret it.
No.
He's turned into a fantastic little young man. Little boy, I almost
Good.
said, but he's not a little boy anymore. Not at
He's a
all.
man now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's getting there. He's got the right mindset, so did something right.
Good.
Someone did something right.
Good. Mark and Emma, what's going on?
Mark and M, how's you doing?
Two very good customers of mine, man.
Are they? Very nice. Nice to see you guys.
I haven't seen these for a while. You need to come in and see us soon, man.
I wish I could get over there, man. I can't get a passport, so I can't make it over to the UK. So, sadly, that's not a possibility for me. I can't even go to Canada.
Fucking hell, can't you?
No.
You've been a naughty boy, have you?
I just owe the government money. I owe the government money, and kind of a lot of it. So they're like, no, you can't go anywhere. Like, we're locking you down. Oh my goodness.
That's grim, that, man.
You know, gotta love the U.S. government, especially nowadays. Oh, that is something I did want to talk about. So you've heard about the bans and everything going on over here in the U.S., I'm sure. And you heard about the federal flavor ban that Trump had announced and then had gone back on. Well, apparently, and I'm going to read this real quick. Hold on, what time have we got? 6:32? We got plenty of time. This is a letter from members of Congress to President Trump it was signed by 28 members of Congress and U.S. senators. And this is, it hurts to hear this, but to Dear Mr. President, over 2 months ago, you, along with the Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar and former Food and Drug Administration Acting Commissioner Ned Sharpless, made an encouraging announcement that your administration would be issuing a compliance policy designed to clear the market of all flavored e-cigarettes, including mint and menthol flavors. With nearly 28% of American high schoolers and 10.5% of middle schoolers vaping, this announcement was an important step in the right direction in order to protect our children and end this public health crisis. Unfortunately, this guidance has yet to be finalized. This is particularly concerning because nicotine exposure can harm adolescent brain development. Using nicotine during adolescence can increase the risk of future addiction to cigarettes and other drugs. Our children should not be used as guinea pigs by the tobacco industry. As members of the Congressional Caucus to End the Youth Vaping Epidemic and elected officials concerned about youth health and safety, we have made it a priority to tackle the most pressing public health needs facing our country. We have heard from countless parents, teachers, and health professionals in our districts who are concerned about skyrocketing youth e-cigarette use. We urge you to finalize the removal of all flavors from the market pending product reviews by FDA in a complete and expedited fashion. Importantly, any guidance on flavored e-cigarettes must include mint and menthol, which have been proven popular with youth and apply to all retailers. In fact, former FDA Acting Commissioner Sharpless stated this year that the FDA, quote unquote, must act swiftly against flavored e-cigarette products that are especially attractive to children. Further, Dr. Ann Schuchat, Principal Deputy Director of the CDC, testified before the House Oversight Subcommittee on Economic and Consumer Policy that for the removal of flavored products from the market to be effective, mint and menthol must be included. Finally, as bipartisan members of the House and Senate dedicated to combating youth vaping, we request our further inclusion in future conversations regarding this compliance policy. The meteoric rise in youth vaping is a public health crisis threatening the health and safety of American youth. In order to end it, we need a bold bipartisan solution, such as a comprehensive e-cigarette flavor guidance in accordance to your original promise on September 11th, 2019. We hope you will take this request into consideration and thank you for your time.
Wow.
So now we've got Congress writing to the president telling them that, hey, you went back on this. We expect you, to kind of make good on your promise. So this is gonna harm us a little bit more.
That's fucking hard. Like, that's hard to listen to, man. Shit.
Yeah, it is. It is. So we've got people that are fighting against it, but we've got a lot of strong people, powerful people that are fighting for it, for this ban to go through.
Did you watch that documentary on Netflix? Broken Vaping.
No.
I don't know whether it was on English Netflix or American Netflix. But it was a very weird documentary. It wasn't particularly anti-vaping, but it definitely wasn't pro-vaping. But at the very end of it, it had, what's his name? Is it Matthew Myers, the chair of Tobacco Free Kids?
Okay,
Is that his name, Matthew Myers?
I think so, yeah.
At the very end of it, he said, like, I know that vaping is safer than smoking. Like, I fully understand that. But what the issue was over there, that he said, was that they never implemented any restrictions straight away. They never regulated it in the same way that we did.
Right.
And he said if America had regulated vaping in the same way that we did here, or the rest of the EU, it'd be a completely different story. And it's fuck, man. Like, I know there's other factors involved in America with the MSA and a lot of other factors on top of that, even with the way your healthcare system works.
Right.
But fuck me, like, it shows you what sensible regulation does. Like, I'm not massively for regulation, but if it's sensible regulation, it makes sense. Like, speed limits, they make perfect sense. Do you know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, it's not about making sense. It's about making money.
Dollar, dollar, dollar.
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. That's what the government is concerned with. That's their primary focus is where's the money coming from? How can I keep this money coming in? And for some states, it's how can I get money to come in so I can pay off my debts? For a lot of states. Yeah, Big Red, you're right. That's only 28 members that have signed it, though. I don't know how many others are backing them. You know what I mean? That's just 28 signatures on a piece of paper. I don't know how many others feel the same way.
Especially in states where it's like that. So, like, especially because it's voting year next year for you guys, innit? So, like, in states that have, like, got, like, say, a 50-50 split in the general public opinion of vaping, they're not going to speak out too much against it publicly because they know it might cost them their... does it work like that in America? I'm not too sure.
Generally speaking, once they see that there's a threat to their job, they'll kind of back off something, generally. Like Trump did, for example. Perfect example. But then you've got asshats like Charlie Baker here in Massachusetts who doesn't really care. He doesn't care that this could cost him the election. He doesn't care what he's doing to people's lives. And not just the vapors, but the business owners and the employees, That was their livelihood. That was how they made their money. That's how they put food on the table at night. And that was all just immediately stripped away from everybody, from everyone. I know that there's a couple of charities going on right now that are for shop owners. There's one here in Mass. There's a thing going on in organizations pulling money to help get. It's kind of like a Toys for Tots kind of thing, but for vape shop owners that have been put out of business.
So what happens with stuff like that? So say me as a vape shop owner, if I was in Massachusetts, is there any kind of bailout or anything, or is it just a simple you can't be in business anymore?
That you can't be in business anymore.
Fuck. Like,
well, that's only for another 7 days.
Right.
Shops have to be closed. They can't sell anything for the next 7 days. On December 11th, that full-on ban, that gets lifted. So shops can reopen. Shops can sell products. However, shops are going to be paying a 75% excise tax on all their product, and they're only going to be able to sell tobacco-flavored e-liquid. No mint or menthol. Everything else is gone.
Oh,
So what's going to be the point of opening your shop again?
tis not.
No.
Really?
No, not unless you dual purpose your shop as a head shop too. You know? And a lot of shops have been doing that. A lot of shops.
I can imagine it. Like, it seems to go hand in hand, you know what I mean? There's a lot of head shops / vape shops here as well.
Yeah.
Which is a bit mad considering weed's completely illegal here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still a massive, massive head shop community, like.
Right. Absolutely. This motherfucker here, the PMTA should come with a guarantee that your product cannot be banned. That would be great, except for the letters, the words that the letters PMTA stand for. Pre-market tobacco application. It's an application. It can be denied.
Right. Yeah,
it can be denied. Yeah. It's either going to be accepted or it's going to be denied. There's no one solid, answer for that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be an application. It would just be a certification.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man.
The extract industry has been discussing putting warnings on flavorings not for vaping. That's good. There's about to be a backlash to the confection extract industry due to the bans because flavors don't want... What? Because flavors don't want to get caught up in the pushback. Okay. I don't think they can't ban flavors like that. They can't ban those flavorings, the concentrates. Those are just too widely used in every other... Like, there's so many purposes to use concentrate flavorings for. Bakers use them all the time. Cooks, chefs use them all the time. So...
Yeah, like places like Capella.
Mm-hmm.
Like Capella's only been synonymous with vaping for the last couple of years. Like Capella being a company for must be like 30 odd years now.
Right.
And it's only been in the last maybe 10 years, maybe 15 years since DIY vaping first started.
That people started using it.
For vaping, do you know what that's?
Yeah. Okay. Wendy says that's her area. Crazy, that's what she's saying. Okay.
Right.
I gotcha.
Big D.
Yeah, exactly, Jenny. There's going to be just going to end up a huge DIY market and a black market for those who can't DIY. Big D. I must be lagging behind because I just got that. I'm slow tonight. I am. I'm a little slow tonight. So that letter is actually very disheartening.
That's...
I was hoping things were going to look better, especially in the state of Massachusetts. I was really hoping that flavor ban wasn't going to go through and that they were going to lift this full-on ban. It was supposed to be in January, but once they announced the flavor ban, they decided to pull the date back till December 11th. So we actually we're ending the 4-month ban in a month early. So
right. Yeah, you guys in Massachusetts, have been hit bad as well, haven't you, compared to other states?
The hardest compared to other states. So there was a temporary ban put in place. I don't remember the date. It was 3 months ago. Because, like I said, we still have a month before January, which is when it was supposed to end. But that ban states that no vapor product can be sold in the state of Massachusetts. Nothing. Right. Nothing at all. Not so much as a coil. Absolutely nothing. Now, they shut down all the shops. They had police officers going into shops saying, "Hey, you need to shut it down. You're not allowed to sell this stuff anymore." At least for the time being, and it was horrible. It was horrible seeing how many shops ended up having to close their doors for good. I have a buddy of mine here in Massachusetts owns 4 shops. Actually, that's his store name, Jolly Vapors.
Right.
My buddy owns 4 shops. Owned 4 shops. He's down to 2 now. Plus, he owns a wholesale and distribution company, and so things for him have been detrimental. I'm surprised he's hanging on as long as he has been. But he's holding on to what he can in hopes that maybe this will pass and he can reopen. Question for you, Bobo. How long has your shop been open?
Yes. Year and a half. Just under.
There you go, buddy.
Where's that? I didn't even see that. DE. Yeah, year and a half. We opened 12th of June. So it's around a year and a half, if it's not quite that, or just over it maybe.
Hey, Flat Cap Vapors in the house. What's going on, my dude?
Yes, Flat Cap.
Oh, man. Well, I got to say thank you, man, for being a shop owner, for being an industry, I don't want to say a leader, but a member of the industry, and for your contribution to the community and what you do.
Thank you very much, man.
We need more people like that, and we need more people to show the love to shop owners and B&Ms, especially now that we've got all this, malarkey going on over here in the States.
Because what's going on in America, it's affecting us as well, man.
Yep.
Like, it really is. Like, our starter kit sales are ridiculously low at the moment. We still do all right, you know what I mean? But the new people who are transitioning from smoking to vaping, they're getting scared by it. And, like, as you would do, if you don't know anything about vaping and you're hearing these stories of... Because the headlines in the paper are exactly the same here as what they are over there.
Oh, wow.
Teens die from vaping. It's fucking heavy, man. It's like Rupert Murdoch, who owns like 80% of the British media. He's got massive shares in Philip Morris International.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Like, I don't know how big he is in America with Rupert Murdoch. I think he might have something to do with Sky.
Oh, wow.
As well, but he owns a lot of the tabloids. He owns like The Sun, which is a fucking swear word in Liverpool. It's an absolute horrible newspaper. Like, it doesn't even get written as The Sun. It's S-N, like on Facebook and everything like that. But that's for different reasons. That I'm sure he owns the Daily Mirror. I'm sure he owns the Daily Express. He owns a lot, an absolute lot.
Yeah.
Like I think he's the richest man in the UK, possibly.
Oh, wow. Wow. Bobo,
big deal. I see that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I was at a bus stop a couple of months ago, coming home from work. Some guy just lit up a ciggy. Like, you're not technically supposed to smoke or vape at bus stops because it's got the roof and that on it. Some guy had a ciggy. I was like, sad, whatever. We're out in public. I'm not asked. I used to smoke for years. But I had a couple of goes in my vapes after it, and he looked at me like that. I was like, hang on a minute, don't you dare fucking look at me disapprovingly when you've just had a ciggy that fucking stinks. Man, smells like lemon donuts. Don't be a bellend.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Nobody wants to smell an ashtray, but we don't sit there. We don't point it out. Like, no. Look, you're killing yourself. We don't do that. We don't. I don't understand why the contention from smokers against us too.
It's fucking crazy.
They should be on our side. The freedom to choose, man. Like, we don't have that anymore. But
it's crazy.
It really is. All right, we got about 10 minutes left. This has been really fun.
It's went in quick, man. It's went in really fucking quick.
Yeah, it is. It's when you get going, it just kind of rolls, and I love it when it does that. So yeah, what am I gonna do this week? Well, I'm almost done setting up my studio again, so I'll be able to get back up there and maybe do a couple of videos. Probably gonna do some live juice tasting / review work. I've got a few sitting on my shelf that I need to take a look at, and I've not tried them yet. So I figured, why not? What better way to do it than do it live?
Yeah, too right.
Yeah, that's all I've got. What do you got for videos coming out?
I've got a couple of bits, but I'm not really going to attempt any of them just yet because I only got my new computer yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So as you know, with a new computer, everything's
You gotta set it up.
completely different.
Yep.
Yeah. So I might. What have I got coming up? I've got the Goat RD8 Grim Green and owned by OC. Me and Annette are both going to be doing the Magma box. And probably a few other bits. I probably might get something sent out to me this week, which might be nice.
Right.
I've got Riot Squad. Riot Squad are sending out the salts to me to do a full review on the new salt range. So
nice.
That'll be coming up because that's actually been sent out to me rather than I bought it myself. It gets priority, obviously. So that'll probably be the next video that I do. Like, especially with it being a juice review as well, there's no testing that really needs being done. You can do it straight off the bat, get your first impressions.
Right.
But yeah, I haven't got an awful lot just yet. Probably next week I'll be back onto it properly.
Oh, Jenny says she might have to pop in for some Riot salts.
We've not got them stocked. I've just got them sent out for the review. But I will have the sending out a couple of extra bits out as well. So there will be a free sale on the video. So get yourself involved with that when it's out. But we will be stocking them in the next couple of weeks, more than likely.
At the Vapory, we've been saying we're going to do the Magma for weeks.
Yep.
How much was your PC setup, Bobo? Says DE.
I've had an absolute nightmare with this computer. I think you know about it. I think I told you about it.
Yep.
So I bought it last Saturday, 2 weeks ago, near enough. And I got flagged by Curry's, like PC World, saying because it's an order of over like 500 quid, it got flagged as like fraud. So instead of just ringing me up the next day, going, listen, there's been a problem, blah blah blah, checking it's you, they completely cancelled the order. Then my money was in cyberspace for nearly a week, 5 days before it came back into my account.
Holy crap.
And then I've had loads of murder with them after that. But in the end, I got a factory conditioned. It's a Asus something.
He's like, it's this thing.
That thing. It's that. I don't know. But altogether, I think it cost $620, which is a lot of money for a computer. But as I said earlier on, like doing the YouTube stuff, it's a part of my business. It's a part of my job. Like I wouldn't spend that much on a computer for myself because I wouldn't use it if I didn't do vape reviews. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like what, $620 I think I paid for it in the end.
Oh wow.
Which is it's a lot of money.
It's a lot, but I mean it's not dollars or pounds?
Pounds.
Oh.
So what's that? That might be
about 900 to 1,000.
Fucking hell. Is it that much, is it?
At 620 pounds, probably.
I'm sure a pound's only worth like $1.20. Like with this whole Brexit thing, the value of the pounds went right down, man.
To USD. $812. There you go.
812. Fuck me. Jenny's just put in the chat 620 plus the hassle.
Yeah, 620 plus the hassle.
So what I'm going to do tomorrow with my brand new computer is completely slay Curry's PC World on all of the social media. And I might even do it, like I'm not one for drama at all, but I might even do a video on it just so they get the message. Because it's been at like the level of anxiety it's caused me from like not having the money for a couple of days, not sure what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I was stressing like fuck for a good couple of days.
Yep.
Also, I run my website off it, I run my business off the computer. So even though it never fully affected me, it could have. Do you know what I mean?
It could have.
If I owned, I don't know, say a massive wholesale company instead of a vape shop, it would have killed me off. It really would have.
Yep.
Make a video of you smashing the laptop up out of pure frustration. Yeah. No. I might do it with the old laptop. Say it's the new one.
Say it's the new one. Oh my goodness, I can see it. Absolutely.
Yeah!
Do it, says Annette. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they should have, man. Like, and it's like, I've already got the computer. Like, they originally offered me a 5% discount. I was like, mate, it's been a week since I ordered the thing. 5%, that's not good enough at all. So I am going to be looking for a gift voucher or something, because obviously I can't get money knocked off it. I've already got it. But I really want a case or a gift voucher of like at least £50.
Right.
It's been ridiculous, man. Like, the stress it's caused is stupid.
Yeah, that's not
It really
cool.
was.
I get the same way when I'm missing a package, longer than when it should be delivered. I stalk it like I'm a package stalker when it comes to tracking. So I'm always watching, and if it's not where it should be, I start to freak. I'm just like,
Yeah,
what the fuck's going on? But yeah, so that's dope. I can't wait. Anyways, that's it's about that time we say our goodbyes. You want to say anything? Do any plug-in before we peace out of here?
Yeah, if you're not already subscribed, go and drop a little subscription to the channel. I will post hey into the chat. If anyone fancies watching a big hairy Scouse fella talking about vape and stuff, go and drop a little subscription. But yeah, thank you very much for having me, man. It's been an absolute fucking laugh. I can't even speak. Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Tell Lethal about Hermes.
Oh, Hermes. Do you have Hermes in America? It's a courier parcel distribution place.
No.
Like, they're quite big in England. They're huge. Like, a lot of Amazon sellers use Hermes to get the parcel from either their office, warehouse, or the house to whoever's buying it. And when you get that email saying it's coming from Hermes, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it at all.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen things of them. Like, one of our friends worked for a company called Topshop, and they sent stuff out via Hermes to a customer, like dresses or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So the driver that delivered it to Hermes delivered it to the right address at the right time, but they threw the box over the backyard, over the back wall, because no one was in.
Oh.
And in the backyard, two big Rottweilers, and they
tore
ripped the box
hell out
absolute
of it.
shreds. And like, that's just one of them. Like, that's just one case. Like, the amount of things that just end up in a different city or anything. Like, I've got a mate who lives in Sheffield, which is slap bang in the middle of the country. He ordered something off Hermes. It got delivered to a flat in London. That's a distance of about 300 miles from where he is. Like, it's shocking, man.
Wow.
It's fucking bad. It really is bad. How they're still in business, I've got no idea.
That's crazy.
The rates must be stupidly cheap for people to still send the stuff via Hermes. They must charge buttons for them still to be in business, because they're not a small company. They're a huge company. They've got depots in every major city in England. Like, they're not small at all.
Holy cow.
Yeah, they're fucking absolute bastard, man.
Yeah, I feel kind of the same way about Laser Ship. I was supposed to get a phone. I ordered it online from Walmart, and nope, never showed up. Got my refund though, so that was a good thing at least. So what do I do now? We go and say see you later. We say goodbye to everybody in chat. We say thank you
Goodbye
to
chat.
we say thank you to all the spanners out there. To you guys, thank you so much for doing a great job. Thank you guys for posting the links. And without all of you in chat, we would have no show. So, big love to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very much, Bobo, for being a part of this with me. It's been great having you on.
Thank you very much for having me, man.
Absolutely. Flat Cap Vapor, take it easy, man. I look forward to the show. Absolutely, this Saturday. Yeah. So you guys know where to catch me. Tomorrow morning, Thursday? Yeah, you guys can catch me on Twitch. I'll be doing some gaming. I should be, hopefully. Either that or I'll be on YouTube. Either way, I'm going to be going live. Aside from that, I've got my the Ohm service live tomorrow afternoon for me.
That should be good.
Yeah, should be really good.
Annette's going on there in a couple of weeks. Annette and Jenny, they're going to be on that in a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's dope. I can't wait.
Be good.
How did Jenny make out with the new iPad? Did she manage to get one?
I think it's still got 2 weeks left. I'm not too sure. But I think there's been a bit more money raised than when we were live on the Ohm service.
Okay.
I'm sure she'll tell us in chat now. I'm sure she'll tell us.
She's getting the trampoline ready. You better, Jenny. You better. You better. I want to see that trampoline. But, yeah. So I'm looking forward to all of that. Looking forward to seeing the show Saturday. Again, thank you guys. And, yeah, so as we always end the show, just like they make me do on the Ohm Service Live, I don't know. It's just a thing that I do. So anyways, guys, remember that no matter how bad or how dark your days might be or how grim things might look in the world of vaping or wherever you might be in life, remember that you are the master of your own destiny. You're the only one in this world that can pick and choose how positive or negative your days will ever be. So please do keep that positivity high, keep the smile on your face, and let that negative brush off your shoulders. Until next time, guys, I've been Lethal Coils. He has been Bobo. And, yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Keep it cloudy, keep it safe, and keep smiling, guys.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Peace.